Hey lads, this is a guide how to get the secret Shadehound mount in the mall. The first thing you need to do is buy the Stigia Dowser from Venari, which costs 1500 Stigia. Once you have the item, you will be able to see little yellow dots on the minimap, which represent green circles, green anima orbs that you can channel with that new item, usually on a very hard to reach places, grapple points and stuff like that. When you channel the orbs, you get Stigia Dust and Stigia Silver 0 to 4 per channel, and you're going to need a total of 200 Dust and 200 Silver in order to get the mount. I would recommend to get an add-on which adds little dots on the map from the places where you can find those anima orbs and channel them. I would recommend to use the Handy Notes Shadowlands, which puts little green dots on the map on the places where you could find Stigia orbs. And right now on the map you see the little lab, the little circle that I did every now and then in order to find those orbs. Starting from the Venari Refuge and going through the main parts of the mall, that circle would give you 3 to 5 or even 6 orbs if you're lucky. It's going to take you a while to gather the 200 Dust and Stigia, so you can speed up the runs by going down to the southeast where the Beast Warrens are, but most of the orbs there are in caves, hidden and hard to reach places, so do that on your own leisure. At this point you can also go to the southwest of Perdition Hold. You can see where I'm on the map. There is a very specific grapple point that you need to catch at this location, which is going to lead you to one of the puzzles that you're going to need to solve in order to get the mount. Once you go up the grapple point, you need to run forward. There is a green dust here that you skip, and there's another grapple point which leads you to the top of this little tower. Here you can use your Stigia Dowser to become a ghost and see that little chest with 6 runes on top of it. You will also notice that there are 6 pillars around you with the same runes, and you need to put them at the very same order as at the pillars. The first pillar is on the right from the grapple point, the second is to the right from that, and so forth. So find the first rune, click on it, and then click on the first position, it's going to go there. Find the second rune, click on the second position, it's going to go there, and so forth. Be careful as you have limited amount of attempts or you're going to log the puzzle for a few hours, and once you're ready it's going to unlock the chest and you're going to get an item which is called the Crumbling Stella. That will be something like a book, and if you open and read it you're going to see that there are some pages missing, so our next goal is going to be to obtain those pages. In order to do that, you have to go back to Venari and buy a new item there that costs 2000 Stigia, and it's called the Partial Rune Codex, which is basically just another book. You need that in order to loot the 3 missing pages, and the first one is where Anduin was trapped in the mall scenario at the very beginning of the expansion. So take the teleporter, go up there. Of course you might need to clean a little bit of trash, and you will see on the right the first page. You can see where that is exactly on the map. Once you click on the page, you're going to loot it, it's going to be in your bags, and once you click on the page in your bags, it's going to get added to the Crumbling Stella, which is exactly what we're trying to do. On to the second page, which is again in Perdition Hold. There is a rare mob that spawns in here, so if it's not there, it's going to be even easier for you to loot it. You can see where I'm on the map. All you have to do is again loot the page, click on it in your bags, and it's going to get added to the Crumbling Stella, which leads us to the third page we need to collect. This one is in the south of the Beast Warrens in a cave, and you can see where the entrance is on your map right now. Once you enter the cave, go down, go to the left, clean few mobs, and you're going to see an altar with the page on it. Loot the page, click on it, and you have compound your Crumbling Stella. At this point you can click on it and you're going to see that now there are 4 runes at the bottom of the text. We're going to need those later on. At this point you need to kill a rare in the mall which is called Soul Forger Rufus. You can see the location on the map. This one is actually hard because it's very close to the Venari Refuge. Sometimes it gets tagged as soon as it spawns, so I would recommend to just leave your tune there, do something else, and if it spawns just tag it right away. It's solvable and it's easy to kill. If you do that, it's going to drop an item which is called the Soul Forger Tools, and you're going to need that next. You have to go back to the Perdition Hold in the tower where we solved that first puzzle. If you turn around and you look back, there is even a taller tower with few grappling points which allow you to get to the top. So take them, get to the top. There is a platform that you need to go through with few mobs, another grappling point, and you're going to get to the very top of that tower where you can see an anvil which you can click on, and that anvil actually allows you to transform your Stigia Dust and Stigia Silver into 20 Stigia bars. So once you do that, you can use the other item there that you can craft, the Armored Husk, which is almost at the end of our journey over here. Next up, go to the Soul River in the middle of the mall and start running from north to south. At some point you're going to see the wolf on your screens right now, and that wolf runs from south to north, so you are almost guaranteed to interrupt it. Once you see it, just click on it, wait for a few seconds, and you're going to get the last item that you need in your bags, as you can see on the screen. Next up, all you need to do is go to an altar which is very close to the Venari Refuge. You can see that on your map right now. Once you clean the mobs around it, you will be able to click on it, channel for a little bit, and you're going to get a quest and an item that you're going to be using up next, which is the final step in order to obtain the mount. For the last part, I would recommend to go near Venari into a safe place because you are going to be mounting the mount and running around pointlessly, so you don't want to aggro some mobs. Open your Crumbling Stella and make sure that you remember the order of the runes that you have listed in there. You can of course make a screenshot or something like that to make it even easier. Then click on the item that you got from the quest, which is actually the mount, and then click on the runes in the same order as you saw them into the Crumbling Stella. Once you do that, you will be finishing the quest, and the mount is going to be the reward you get from that quest, which is now available for you and all other characters on your account. So that is it. Congratulations, the hardest parts for you are going to be collecting the 200 Stigia Dust and Silver from the Animal Orbs, and of course killing the rare Soul Forger Rovus, which is quite hard to get because it dies almost instantly once it spawns. Enjoy the mount, and if you think that some of the things could have been done easier, let me know in the comments below. Cheers!